Hello everyone, Michael Phelan here, My Fallbrook Home. Today we're talking to Chuck and Mary Jo about the incredible garden that you're about ready to see. I have a few questions for you. One of them is why did you start this big project? It's a big undertaking.
Okay, well, I'll answer that. When we moved to Fallbrook, it seemed like it was an ideal place to garden. Everything we heard about it, friends from the garden club. And for me personally, I'd love to eat local, and there's nothing more local than eating things out of your own backyard. And also, I love to eat seasonally. So each time the vegetable or fruit starts coming in for the new season, it's like a brand new thing, and I'd love to enjoy it. And then probably the last reason, it's like a hobby where I can come down here and work, and then I can go inside and read a book, and I know that the sun and the bees and the water are all still out here working, and so the plants are still thriving even when I'm not here. So it's like a great hobby.
And how long did it take to create this?
It took probably a good year for everything to get implemented into the ground. Some things obviously you're going to have a little bit of dieback, get them replaced. And then once we knew what worked, things just took off. And so I'd say over a year. And then throughout the number of years, we've taken things out that didn't quite look right, planted other things.
The potter bench that Chuck originally made me and then converted into a outdoor sink, I love that. That's probably my favorite single feature because I can rinse out all the soils out here, all the bugs, and then use that water to water again.
Nice.
So it makes it a doubly benefit and super, super easy for me.
Where do you find the different things that you want to plant? And
lots of places. I do plant some things from seed. I do keep some seeds, especially things that are easy to start from seed. Love to buy things here locally, so we shop at Joe's and at Grangetto's. We've been known to pick up things at Home Depot and Lowe's because they bring in lots of plants. And then there's some specialty gardens around, Green Thumb, Diane's Herbs. So really we kind of find things. And then from the garden club, we are part of the Fallbrook Garden Club, and so people share plants and seeds there too. So we've been known to pick them up a lot of places.
And what tips do you have for anybody that would want to start a garden? And I'm sure there's many, but maybe your best ones you can think of if somebody wanted to create something as beautiful as you guys have done.
I would say talk to friends. And don't get discouraged because we did not amend the soil very much to start with. We just put some mulch on top of it, and I was surprised things grew. Maybe not as well as they're growing now, but they still grow. Fallbrook is such a beautiful place to plant that even if you just kind of get it halfway, you still have successes. And places like the Garden Club or other friends that are gardeners, they just can give you so many tips. Sometimes we're surprised that you will find it at Home Depots, or if you buy things closer to the coast, that they're not really appropriate for our climate here. They sell things what I would consider off-season. So, talk to people who live around here, and they will say, oh yeah, wait another month to put in your watermelon, or do these kind of things that are just helpful hints. It'll make you feel like you have a better success ratio. And
join the garden club. A lot of information there. Do put in a garden if you intend to stick with it. So it's not something you just put in and it does it by itself. You're going to have varmint control, you're going to have weed control, watering issues, just bugs, aphids, things like that naturally they come. Probably plant an extra 20% for spoilage.
Right.
But stick with it. It's a lot of fun. It's a good activity to do.
And you can also start small. Plant tomato plants because they're so much better than, pick one or two things that you just know, and then they don't take that much work. You don't have to start off with, quite as much as we planted.
So it sounds like scale your garden for how much time you're willing to commit to it.
Exactly.
That'd be good suggestion.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate you for sharing it. This has been a series called My Fallbrook Home. We thank you guys for being part of it and sharing, and inspirational to see what you've done, at least for me, and I hope everybody else has the same experience.
Well, thank you for thinking of us
Yeah.
and letting us share what we've done. So
Perfect.
hopefully we'll be inspirational to others who
Yes.
might want to do something.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Chuck and Mary Jo, for showing us your wonderful garden. Visit myfallbrookhome.com for neighbor-recommended home improvement professionals to help you with your projects. This is Michael Phelan, your local solar expert, your source of home improvement and solar advice. See you soon.